Folks, Lester here, and I will admit that I'm quite the nervous wreck today. You see, my doctor suggested that I go ahead and schedule my first colonoscopy, not because of any kind of health issues I'm having, but just because it's that time of life, guys. I'm in my 50s now. I've never had one, and she said it's about time. I will say that I'm making this video to help bring awareness to the procedures, the things you have to do in leading up to and actually having the procedure done. And so I thought, you know what, if I have to go through this anyway, I'm just going to share this experience with other people who may be having the same anxiety that I'm having. And so if it's not for you, then it's not for you. But for anybody, man or woman, who has to at some point have this done, if you would like to follow along, I will be more than happy to share with you my journey, and then we will hopefully find a way to make it a little bit easier for you when your time comes around, because your time will come, I promise you. All right, y'all, stick around for a minute and wish me luck. This is just, it's difficult. All right, so today I'm sitting outside of the office where I'll be doing my pre-screening. Today is not the day they'll be going in, if you will, but I do have to come by and have a pre-screening. I don't even know what that entails, but that will be the doctor right over there, and I'm sitting in front of his office now. I'm about 30 minutes early, but they said get here early, go on inside, get paperwork taken care of, all of your copay and all of those things can be taken care of, and then I will see what comes next. So a little bit about me. We do not have a family history of colon cancers. I do have a younger sister who had breast cancer. Both of my grandparents on my dad's side both died of lung cancer. My grandfather was a lifelong smoker, and his wife, my grandmother, lived a lifetime of inhaling his secondhand smoke. And so they both did pass from lung cancer. But besides that, there's not really a history of any other cancers in our family. I will also say that I've been doing blood work every year for the last 10 years. And my doctor can do a lot through blood work. However, he was explaining to me that not all cancers are detectable through mere blood work. Even though you can see a lot of things from your blood work, at some point and at some age, you have to go ahead and go on inside and have this done. My dad had it done when he was about my age for the same reasons. There was no issues. It was just the fact that he was at the age of 50, 55, and the doctor said it's time to have that first colonoscopy done. What they found in my dad, though, were, I think they call them polyps. I may be saying that wrong. I probably am. And they were able to cut those off while they did the procedure. And my dad's been back several times with no issues whatsoever. If you don't know, those polyps they cut off are what will eventually lead into a colon cancer. So it was smart that my dad came in when he was advised to. Here he has been around 20 years later, and he's had no issues whatsoever. Anyway, today is my day. You guys, I will say that my anxiety level is, I'm just going to give a number between 1 and 10 of about 3. I'm not extremely nervous today because, in fact, I know today's not the day. But I will go inside here, take care of the paperwork. I'll meet with my doctor, and I'm sure he's going to fill me in on all kinds of things that I'll have to do in the next couple of days leading up to the actual procedure. So, you guys come with me. Do not make me do this alone. All right, so my doctor did ask me to bring in, or at least let him know of any kind of prescription drugs that I do take. So I do take one for insomnia. I also take one for anxiety. Both of these are as needed. What I've learned to do, though, on my own, I order something from a place called Mood. These are a gummy that helps me sleep better at night. It does have a little bit of THC, the Delta variant of that, and it does make me sleepy and drowsy. And I'm trying to slowly use more of these and less of these. But nonetheless, I wanted to bring everything with me so my doctor does know what kind of things are in my system so as not to have anything interact or have a bad react with whatever he may want me to take for what he needs to do. Okay, well, I feel like I have beat around the bush long enough. My friends, it's time to go in. I did ask the nurse what my dress code was today. Do I need to dress in any particular way? She goes, no, today's not that kind of a day, just dress casual. So I'm wearing a pair of shorts, well, not flip-flops, my dude shoes, and a new t-shirt that I've gotten. And so we're gonna go ahead and walk in. I do have my prescriptions with me, along with the other thing that I take. And well, here goes nothing, y'all. Here goes nothing. I'm walking into a building that I don't know my way around. Now, these office buildings have a whole lot of things going on. This is where I'm going, right over here to 202. So I guess I'm on the second floor here, huh? Elevator ride going up. Going up. I'm just messing with y'all. It's not that bad, really. Not yet. All right, so far I came in, filled out some paperwork, insurance stuff and whatnot, did the copay, signed a lot of the information that you have to sign on everything, given permission for this and that. And as of right now, I'm just waiting to be called back. Okay, so I just now did some blood pressure, and then we talked about all of my medications, and then she did a couple of questions that she wanted to ask me, just make sure this and that. And like I said, today's only the screening, and so as of right now, I've gone through all the paperwork, I've gone through the physical, I've gone through my meds, and now we're gonna wait for a lady to come in and kind of describe to me what is the next step in all of this. So, moving along. Okay, so I just met with the second lady, and she kind of went through all of the details. I will not be laying on my stomach. I will not be laying on my back. I'll be laying on my side. There will be a 6 foot of intertwining stuff. Let me show you. They're going to put 6 foot of tube or some kind of a system that goes all the way up and all the way around and all the way through and all the way to there. It's going to be 6 foot long. And in that procedure, he will check everything out. If there's any polyps, they will come out immediately. Those will be sent off to biopsy. And then she said the most difficult thing about it all is the fact that you'll have to do the day before. And that day before requires only having one small meal for breakfast, and after that, it's nothing but clear liquids the entire day. Towards the evening, you will have to drink a concoction they want to give you. It's like a laxative to get you completely cleaned out. She says that you'll be in the restroom quite a bit after you drink those. But they want to make sure the colon is as clean as possible, and that will give them a very better look. She's also said there's no other way to do this. People who want to do different kinds of scans and whatnot may be less intrusive, but nothing will give them as good of a view as that camera having its own little peekabout. And then a 20-minute procedure is all, very fast. I will be in under, so I won't know anything or feel anything. I'll need someone to drive me home. So she says you can't plan on working that day, no machinery and whatnot, but I'll have to have someone drive me home. So take the day off from work, and then, yeah, so she makes it seem a lot easier than what it feels up here. I will say that. And then she did say it is time. She says that they normally recommend at the age of 45. If you have a family history, they want you to start around 40, maybe even younger. But for someone with no family history and with a clean record every year, along with the blood work that I've provided, this is a fine time. That the age of 50 to 55 is absolutely fine for your first colonoscopy. And that will be me. If it will be about 2 weeks before they get the results of the biopsy. The same lady named Megan who talked to me just now will be the one who will call me in, and we'll sit and talk about my results. And then if there's no issues, then she'll see me again in 10 years. 10 years. If there are issues, like polyps have to be removed and things like that, then it could be every 3 years. So I did have to swing downstairs and get a hold of something. Plenview. And this box contains two This is the laxative I'm sure of. This is the laxative I bet. I'll have to do a little more reading about it. Okay, I am back in the truck, and what I will say is that what started off as an anxiety level of about 3 or 4, somewhere in that range, guys, today was very easy. Lots of laughter, lots of smiles. Everyone makes you feel very comfortable. Even though they all know what you're there for, no one's treating you like you're there for some kind of weird procedure or there's anything weird about what you have to get done. Hey, it's a fact of life. It's a part of life that we all have to become at some point comfortable and familiar with. I mean, we get older, joint pain is real. Things with your diet, things have to change in your diet, that's real. Aging is real. And so this is just one more part of the process. And luckily, the folks who work here understand that part of the process. Some of the ladies were my age, some were older, some were younger. But even the ones that were younger who may not really be understanding all that goes on with the human body, they still were, they know the terminology. They don't seem to be uncomfortable talking about things or answering questions. So really, I will say from part 1 of this video, everything as of right now was a absolute, just a charm. It was a wonderful, wonderful experience. If that can make any sense to you, having to get a colonoscopy. Hey, now I'm going to go eat. I'm off to eat.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.